World Cup carnage, injuries plague racers, and the legends return to the podium.
We have amazing tech from the biggest show in Europe.
Plus, we're talking about the toughest mountain bike rides ever.
It's all coming up on an
Untitled
Show!
Well, the Megas just happened,
Yes.
and Otton took the win from that.
Super good result.
And a
I
few
saw
good
lots
ones.
of carnage on Instagram from various riders like Ben Deakin, Josh
Yeah,
Bryson.
I've seen some crazy
Let's look
footage.
at some names who are in that. You've got the results, haven't you? Let's have a look at the results page.
So
of that.
Otton worst, Jose Borges second, another French rider third as well. Nico
Josh Bryson at 9th.
Yeah.
Pretty good
Sam
ride.
Sam Dell got 8th.
Iago
Yeah.
10th. Good rides there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's quite humbling, this race, and it shows that it really is hard. That is a really
It
hard
is
race.
hard,
When someone
yeah.
like Bryson and Sam Dale are like just getting inside the top 10, it shows you the level of the riders and the sheer carnage that happens in that race. Because it's something crazy. I mean, you guys have experienced it. What's it like to race?
It's exhilarating. I think the best thing is overtaking other riders trying to get to the front.
The year I did it, the snow was really hard packed, so you were flat out. I think it was like 70 miles an hour, something mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wicked. I remember, what's his name? What's the flipping, got his name? You know, the Red Bull guy, Swiss guy. Rennie Wilderhaber.
Hey, well done.
Yeah, you're good with your name,
He
Dale.
went past me like I was standing still on the snow, absolutely flat out.
No, it's an absolute carnage, that race, but very exciting to watch. Now, obviously, the World Cup's happening thick and fast right now. It's going straight over to Andorra, Valnord,
Downhill
for
and
this
cross
weekend.
country.
Yeah, so predictions, lads, what we got? Predictions?
Carry on.
4th race in a row? I mean, it's in the home of Common Sal.
I'm going to say,
There he lives.
I'm going to say Danny Hart.
I'm going to say same again. I'll say Piron, Antane, no. And then cross country, I'm going to say Schurter and Langvad should come back.
I reckon Batty's going to get a win. I reckon Schurter's just not beatable. I think
he is.
I think it's going to be, I would like to see 4 in a row. Piron's going to win it. Piron, get mixed up. And I think Tani will win it in the women's.
Yeah.
She's going to make it happen. Blake, your predictions.
Danny Hart, Tane, Schurter, and then, Langvad.
Last week's poll, if you remember, we were asking you, what is the hardest discipline? Neil, you weren't here, but your thoughts on that, hardest discipline. You're choosing from XC, Enduro, downhill, slopestyle, or trials, of course, it's trials. You choose.
I would say they're all very, very difficult, Martin. It's so hard to choose.
On the fence. Right, well, Blake, what were the results in the end?
You'd be pretty surprised because XC got 18%. The highest was Enduro with 53%.
Wow.
Downhill with 6%, and then slopestyle and trials 10% each.
Well, that can't be right because trials is harder than slopestyle. Anyway.
It's harder than downhill.
Nice try, viewers, but you got it wrong again. It's trials. That's it. All right. Right, now let's get into this week's topic because I'm excited about this. The conversation came up from, well, your ride, Neil, on your summer solstice.
Summer solstice, so I did 100 miles off-road. It was quite hard. I wouldn't say it was the hardest ride I've done because I took it super slow, enjoyed myself. I didn't nail myself to do it, just took it nice steady. Tell you what it does put in perspective, it took me 14 hours, 40 minutes to do. Josh Ibbott, who has been on bikepacking tour with Cy Richardson from GCN, did it there and back, so 200 miles off-road in less than 18 hours.
Wait a minute, what?
So, and I got to the end, I really enjoyed getting to the end. I wouldn't fancy turning around and going straight
Nicely
back up.
put. I really enjoyed getting to the end. Yeah, Blake, what's your toughest ride ever? You must have had some tough rides.
It was an XC race. When I was a young chap on my Todd, it was a point-to-point, so like a checkpoint thing. I had to navigate myself through. It was on the Isle of Wight. It's called the Seven Hills Killer. It's in autumn. It's super cold. I was wearing lycra, and I was over it. I bonked so many times, fell off a bridge. Took took me forever to get to the point.
I remember being on a ride once. It was the toughest ride, not in a difficulty type of way. I'd just been in a car crash with my friend. We'd rolled the vehicle and our lives had been saved by the fact that our bikes were in the back and had flipped up as the car rolled, and the forks of the bike had held the ceiling of the car up and not broke our necks. But we were on our way to a photo shoot, and I had to then get on that bike and do a photo shoot on it, and I couldn't help be thinking, are these forks okay? I don't know if they're okay. They just kept the roof of a car up. I don't know if I feel like riding it. It was the scariest ride I've ever been on.
Why did you roll a car?
I didn't say I rolled a car. I said a car I was in was rolled.
It was Martin Hawes.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was just a passenger.
I know the story.
Yes, now we've all got that story about our toughest ride ever, and we're going to be hearing from a few other of the GMBN team throughout the show about their toughest rides, but we want to know about yours too, so make sure you get involved in the comment section down below. Tell us about your toughest ride, what it was, where it was, why it was. We've all been there, and it can suck.
I had half a pack of wagon wheels left.
Come on, John, get back on your bike. Get back on your bike.
Nearly hitting a cow while descending off of Haytor.
3 big snake bites like splits in my tyres, sealant everywhere. I carried on my ride, knocking on every door I could find.
The guy literally bounced his head off the floor.
Where I found out that I'd split the surface of my kidney.
As I was hanging on for dear life and sliding down gravelly tracks, and
basically jumped off a big curb and my fork snapped.
the worst experience ever.
You know, just holiday makers on e-bikes just cruising up next to me.
I overheard one young spectator asking her mum why I was going so slowly. It was that bad.
A few too many beers, managed to lose both my wallet and my phone.
I pulled out of my home World Championships in tears.
Yeah, I thought the beer would help with the pain.
And my mum was crying because she could see I was really upset.
Tried to open the gate, it was locked. Climbed over the gate.
Did the race, and for some reason we decided to ride home afterwards.
And this dog didn't really take much of a liking to me and attacked me.
But thankfully the forks of the bike had flipped up in the back of the car and held the roof of the car up, so I survived.
Near enough collapsed on the doorstep, and she had to feed me sugar from a bowl.
Basically sat outside the road, nearly crying.
Turns out all he had was a frozen garlic baguette.
Surely these forks are damaged. They must be damaged because they've just held the roof of a car up.
But I broke my nose, my cheek and my eye socket, and they shaved all my hair off in hospital. So that wasn't too good either, and that really hurt.
Now, what have you guys been saying on the channel this week? Neil, you've got some comments from your solstice ride.
Yeah, a few good comments. Dale Heffernan says that the whole Yukon mountain bike community, so that's Alaska, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
They host a 24 hours of light bike relay around solstice. Done teams of 1 to 8 people, and racers also get bonus points for completing laps whilst naked between the hours of 10 and 6 a.m.
What?
I believe the guy on the fat bike had the most naked laps out of anyone, of course. It would be the guy on the fat bike.
The most naked laps? That's ridiculous.
Apparently loads of mosquitoes as well, so it's not.
That sounds like we might be hearing about that
could
ride.
become beneficial.
How? How could mosquitoes become beneficial? Okay, Charles B1 says, I've been doing these kind of rides for 20 years on and off. I think they're great for mental well-being and enjoyment. Neil, did you feel like it was good for your mental well-being?
I did it. I know it was tough, but I do like those things where I say, right, all I'm doing today is riding my bike. That's all I worry about.
Yes.
I actually have never thought about it before, but it's definitely right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You can just sit on your saddle and just think forever.
Yeah.
Although Neil Downey does actually. The ride is so much more about the mental side rather than the physical equipment. Keep going steady, you'll get a lot further than you think. So
That's true.
Even when the legs are hurting, you'll doubting yourself more than your legs sometimes.
Yeah. I guess the thing in the end that will defeat you is your mind, not your legs. They'll just keep on going. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, fails and bails. But last week we brought this thing as saves or close shaves.
Yes. Did we get any?
We got one. It's from Colin Fursit. And take a look at this.
Ooh, that's about as close as I'd like to get.
Close.
That's really close.
Closer than that.
That's a good photo. I hope he did make it. I guess he did. I'm thinking that's probably Colin on the floor there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed he made it.
That is a close shave.
Do you know what though? It is nice to see someone not getting injured in part of the show because the fails and bails is always full of crashes.
On that note.
Oh man, I don't know.
Horrible ones in there.
There's some nasty ones, but not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. It was a slightly gentle week. Right, let's get straight into the bike vault this week. We're going to be giving away a £100 voucher.
Nice.
Thanks to Chain Reaction Cycles. So the best bike we see in the bike vault this week is going to be winning that money. But before we start, I'm going to take us into a bit of a retro corner. Neil, I think you'll like this.
Like a bit of retro.
Vincent James John Romeo sent me this. It's a really interesting looking bike. It's got a 29-inch front.
Interesting.
29.
Look
Look at that.
retro, but
Look at that retro bike. That's a Trek Y frame.
What?
With 29-inch front, 26-inch rear.
26-inch rear.
what is that?
What is that?
It's one of those Niner carbon rigid forks.
Yeah, yeah.
an
It's
old-
great. He sent us all the details of the
Great.
bike.
Unusual. That's what
Yeah, A2 hydraulic rear brake adapter, black spur chain guide, tensioner, stylo cranks. It's a great looking bike. And what I thought, if you've got an old bike out there that you really love, just like Mr. Romeo obviously does, he loves this bike and it's very special, and you want to let us know the details, maybe send it in, and if it's so good that we don't want it to get lost in the bike vault, I'll put it up here at this moment and we can see it. It'll still be in the bike vault, but it would have been showcased. Nice.
Oh,
Like that.
I like
a bit of
it.
retro, like a bit of retro, because sometimes the retro doesn't get in the bike vault enough, I don't think.
It's kind of half retro, half modern.
It is. That's I thought it was
It's got
very
more rigid-
interesting.
It's got like a rigid
Very-
back end on it.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I really like it, and it's a great photo too. Great photo. So there you go. I like that one very much, but it's time to get into the bike vault proper. Remember, there's £100 on the best bike in this, so play along, see which one you think it is. Lads, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right
You want
then.
to do the horn, Neil?
Let's just do
You
it.
can be in charge of that.
Go on, Neil, you be in charge of the horn. Right, here we go in the bike vault this week, and we're starting off with this one from Nathan Hatley, Santa Cruz. Ooh, what'd you think of that, lads?
Nice.
Nice, it's a good start, but I wouldn't say it's a
Do you know,
super nice start. Is it really? I don't know.
Pretty fancy.
a funny story, his wife bought that for her.
Oh, yeah?
For him, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I must say, actually, yes, this bike vault has been compiled by Blake Sampson himself.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be slightly nervy, Neil, because I'm not sure what's coming up next.
Well,
yeah.
come on, let's start. That's super nice.
That is super nice.
All
yeah.
right, super
yeah,
nice.
it's super
Okay.
nice.
Next up, oh, there we go. It's Mr. Romeo's bike himself, and what we giving it? It's in the vault.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
I featured it, lads.
Nice.
It's nice.
nice.
Neil
Nice.
loves it.
Wow, dude,
Nice.
I loved it. I loved it. There we go.
Ooh.
Adam Hurd.
In Cornwall. Great, story. He's from New Zealand. He's travelling around and he
Yeah.
brought his bike.
I like that. It's a cool
That is
story.
very
I
nice.
like that. I like the old pedal on the pads and that.
Using his
Spoon.
bag, super nice.
Cool.
Come on then,
Oh,
lads. Give it a
Super
bit
nice.
of super
Come
nice.
on.
Right, next up, Andrew Sloman in Australia. Cool, that's another banger.
Specialised
It's a 26?
Enduro, is it? With a Öhlins shock on the rear.
Yeah.
Pretty trick.
27, I think.
Big old 36s on the front, the 180mm travel ones. I bet
Yeah.
that's a proper
That's a
bike and get some
machine.
jumps on.
That
That
is,
is a
I like it.
machine.
It's
for
cool.
me, that's a super nice.
That's,
Go on,
super,
that's a
yeah.
super
Cool, that's 3 super nice.
hot.
Ooh, new Spectral.
Keep it going.
Affin Forest.
Keep
I
going.
rode one of these the other.
They're
lovely.
really nice.
They
right,
look
yeah.
lovely.
Flipping. I tried out the new Shimano XTR on these bikes.
Well,
Was not a bad day.
That's a super nice. That's a super nice.
Flap pack, we're going
Love it.
through the super nices. Whoa!
Juho Rossi. What
Mile.
the hell? I've only just
6.
worked that out.
You just work it up.
That's,
What do you mean?
but it's like,
Reflecting.
it's so,
How's he stood up?
I think the water's so shallow, but he's got the light rebounding off.
good,
It's
isn't it?
It's very
It
nice.
says South Wales, Australia. I presume that's New South Wales.
Yeah, and it's a super nice.
Super
yeah.
nice.
Super nice.
Wow.
Trek hardtail, Trek Mile.
This is one of those bike vaults, isn't it? Where it's
Yeah.
all kicking off.
Oh!
Orange 5.
That
Oh,
looks
it's not
like
5.
where we went, Blake.
It is.
It is a 5?
Is that where we went?
Nearly. Actually,
Oh, Fort William.
yeah.
Hey,
And-
wait, I think this has been in the bike vault before. this
Oh,
bike.
cheating.
No,
Nice.
yeah.
Got
He,
orange
he's-
matchy bits.
I met this guy. I met him
Yeah.
at Fort William. He was talking about him building this bike up, and he's just finished it.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Yes.
He's matched it. The grips, to the
Everything.
pedals, to the cranks.
To the cranks, to the rims, to the saddle.
What you get? Well, it's a super nice, isn't it?
Super nice.
God.
Oh my goodness me.
Mark Hubesh.
That's
Specialised Stumpy 29. It's got one of those bells.
It's got
where you
the
can
cowbell
lock
thing,
you
yeah.
can lock it so it doesn't always ring.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's nice. I would have liked to see.
You know what? I'd have
but-
given that a super nice because it's a really nice shot, but I just don't know if we can give a non-side angle shot a super nice. Even it's interesting.
It's cool.
Nice depth of field.
Let's do it. Super nice.
Golden Colorado. That's
super nice. Oh, lovely.
That's good.
Blake, you have picked some
I've
bangers.
put some bangers in
Bangers
there.
from Slovenia.
No, I like how clean
nice.
that hardtail looks.
It's nice, but I think we've got to draw a line at another super nice here because I do not like that wiring of the dropper.
Yeah.
Also, it's non-drive side.
It's
nice.
nice.
It's nice.
It's a nice bike. Nice bike. Next up, Nate
Ooh,
Fellows.
look at the North Shore.
In Washington State.
Alloy 29er. What is it?
Nice.
Stump jumper.
It's nice.
Oh, it's the new stump jumper. It's got that.
It's the 20.
one
It's
very
the
nice.
2019 one.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah, so it's got a single side
It's, what do you call it? Asymmetrical.
asymmetrical shock, yeah.
It is.
It's very cool.
Washington
actually.
State, I've had some amazing riding on there.
I like that line that he's showing us
Yeah,
in the
those
background there.
places.
Do you know what I
Right,
think that might be?
I think it is.
It's super
It's
nice.
super nice.
Oh, damn it. We're going to get in so much trouble.
We are
You
gonna
guys-
get in so
everyone out
much
there is going to
trouble.
get so cross. Oh, yeah.
Robert Crawford, Glenn Livett.
That's a good place for
imagine
whiskey.
if that's Rob Crawford from Motorcycle Trials days. It could be.
Oh.
I mean, Robert Crawford, whoever you are with his Santa Cruz, I'm sure you're a lovely guy, but imagine if you were Robert Crawford from Ireland. Oh my God, that would be incredible.
It's nice.
Nice.
It's nice.
Nice.
Have a nice Glenn Livett afterwards.
Oh, that's really nice. Hoops, come on, that's lovely.
It's really nice. Nice.
Oh,
Boys, can I pick the winner of the £100 voucher?
mate, of course you can. Of course you can. That's some great. That was an unbelievable bike vault, Blake. You really did pick some really quite
think-
classic
Too
bikes.
many. It's just quite a super nice.
This needs to go to Juho Rossi in New South Wales on his lovely.
I agree with you.
-6.
Yeah, that is a
Well
great
done.
shot. Well done. £100 is on its way in the form of a digital voucher, so it's not actually going to leave, but you get the idea. Well done. Some great money. Let us know how you spend it at Chain Reaction Cycles. And if you want to get your bike in the bike vault and you can compete with those, you're going to have to try hard. Send it in to dirtshed@gmbn.com.
Right, fact of the week coming in by Neil.
Well, Ormu Piram's got me thinking about World Cup wins in a row. So who holds a record for that? If we're talking downhill only, so Anne-Caroline Chausson smokes this by a mile. In 98 and 99, she won 8 World Cups in a row, then 7 again, and then she did 9 in 2000, 2001.
Wait,
and then 8 again.
In a trot?
On the trot, no losses.
that is insane.
Did 8 again in 0203. Rachel has done 8 in a row with the World Champs as well, but we're not talking World Champs, we're talking World Cups. In men's, we've had 3 winners with 4. So Gwyn has won 4 in 2012, Steve Pete 4 in 2002, and Hill did 4 in a row, 07, 08. So Piron will go in and equal those names.
Wow.
If he wins this weekend in Andorra.
Well, let's
That
hope
is
he does
not
then.
a bad start.
And that is the maximum. No one has won more than 4 in a row.
Incredible.
wow.
Absolutely
That's the next
incredible.
one as
And that Anne-Caroline Chausson stat has blown my mind.
Yep.
Neil, I do love your fact of the week.
Thanks.
It's kind of my favourite
Very
part of the
factual.
show. Hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges.
He nearly did it.
He threw me a little
nearly
bit.
did it.
You were sort of
I
involved.
was lip syncing.
You're sort of involved. Right, let's get into what you guys have been doing with your bikes, making them work, making them weird, just making them different. And I'm going to start with this clever idea from Anders Neeson. This looks simple and boring, but it's clever. It's putting a pallet up diagonally against the wall. You got yourself a bike stand.
I've seen that in the past, actually, at bike races
Amazing.
where you use it
really
to
good.
wash your bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he popped
Yeah,
the
Joel,
bike.
work experience guy, what'd you think of that?
Pretty good.
He is.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Hey, didn't expect to get that this week, did you? No.
I've got one. Alex Hayden has made a homemade tailgate pad out of a sun lounger and some waterproof tarp.
Nice.
Wow, he's done
No,
a good
that's
job. Look at that,
genius.
he's run a tyre along the top there.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Nice, like that a
Nice.
lot. That was a step up from where I was at with the pallet. Yeah, that was good.
I got one from Mick D. Take a look at this bodge. It's a hack, actually.
That's good.
This is a
That's
hack.
good.
Because you're always
Yeah.
going to have your top cap to your forks, right?
Yeah.
Are
What
you not
you
going to
think?
rattle around in there? Maybe not.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
think
when
they
you
might
screw down,
rattle.
Oh, no,
I
yes.
think they
Climp on
might.
them.
A small block of foam. Block of
yeah,
foam.
there you
stuck
go.
in there.
There you go.
Very nice. That's
Mick D.
clever. I think actually everyone watching should probably just do that because that's just a good idea.
Yeah.
Then you don't need to retape it to your body.
Right, and to finish hacks and bodges this week, I love this one. This is right up my street. It's from up my street. This is from Josh Woodward. Look, he got a bit bored the other evening, decided to take a little bit of
spray paint.
Bit of fun from a chocolate bar he was. So he painted his helmet Cadbury's chocolate blue, purple, whatever colour it is, made his helmet into a dairy milk lid.
Oh man.
Is this what we're going to see Omri Pirion wearing very soon?
Yeah.
It could
Imagine
be.
that as a sponsor, Cadbury's as a sponsor.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
I don't think you'd be an athlete for very long.
But I like that one a lot. He's done a lovely job of
Diabetic,
it. Like the detail. Well done. Hacks and bodges this week was amazing. If you want to get into it, dirtshed@gmbn.com. Send us your ingenuity and our brains will be improved by it, which would be great because they're dull. Okay, this week's Instabangers, they are accounts we follow, we love them, so we want to make sure you guys get the most of the mountain bike action you can off this social media platform. So I'm going to throw you this week, this one's a good story, I like this one. Lindsay Runks. Now, she is a bit like myself, she's had a spinal cord injury, so she's in a wheelchair. She's an adaptive athlete, she plays ice hockey on this little tray thing, it's absolutely mental. She's brilliant, she's very inspiring, but right now, she's trying to get the money together to build a bucket bike like I ride.
Nice.
You know, where you've got like a little bucket seat, holds you on, you can go racing down hills using gravity alone and a little bit of electric power.
Got a GoFundMe. So
yeah. GoFundMe link is in the description down below. If you go and take a look at that, chuck her $10 or £10, whatever. She'll have a mountain bike soon and we can have her on the show.
Oh,
that would be sick. Do that.
Right, I'm going to throw it to a legend, Nico Vink. This guy's a pretty cool guy. He's out there, he's a free rider, he's a downhill racer. He's super stylish and super steezy. There's some cool stuff on his Instagram account, so go check him out. Plus, I'm going to be hanging out with him for a whole week.
You lucky devil.
Nice.
I'm going to throw you to a crazy Swedish man. His Instagram handle is Danger Home. So he makes these super light bikes. Absolutely incredible what he does to them. So he uses a knife to scrape off the paint of a Scott scale to make it as light as possibly can. Loads of really innovative things like routing his Di2 cable through the steerer tube of his fork. He's now trying to make one control that does his twin lock, his dropper post, and his Di2 gears. Some really cool stuff on his Instagram.
Wow. Yeah, definitely worth a look. Now, we've pointed you towards those things because we think they're great. So make sure after the show you click on them links and check them out. Caption contest. Yes, you guys got involved with this. It was very funny. This is last week's photo. It's Blake on a little globe.
Looking down at Neil.
360 camera, yes. I like that one. And we had some good entries for this one, and you're going to win.
The winner gets a GMBN Camelback water bottle.
Yeah, so I'm going to start off with this one from Karaman Kinvig, and he says, Blake's big-headedness is really starting to show. Yeah, that one's true, and that's what it's like to live with him. It's basically like,
not true.
You know, yeah, that's what it's like.
Ty Brenninger says, population of planet Bing Bong 1.
Yes, there's only one Bing Bong.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got one from Emmanuel. Says, checkmate, flat earthers.
Yes, checkmate, flat earthers. Look, proof. It's a ball. It's a ball. Hey, did you know what? Talking about flat earthers.
No.
Right, listen to this. This is crazy. Actually, if the earth was flat, the more you moved out to the edges of it, gravity would increase. So it would actually feel much more like living in a bowl. So if the earth was flat, walking outwards from the center would be impossible. It would be like walking up a steep.
Ty Brenninger, you're the winner. Here's a bottle.
Yeah, you got
well done. This is this week's photo for the caption contest. Have a look at that. Good. I like it. Those clears. Oh my God, that deserves a round of applause. That's such a good photo. Well done. If you've got a caption for that, put it in the caption in the
We've got time for a competition, a pop competition. We're giving away 3 sets of eyewear.
I thought these were mine.
I thought they were for us.
No. We've got some half-blade glasses. We've got the Aura Clarity goggles.
Oh my
Plus we've got one of the Craves to be given away. Follow the link in the description down below. To get into the competition, you could look as cool as that.
They're sick.
They are sick.
Man, what a great competition. hit the link below and get involved.
Plus, we've got some winners to announce.
Oh, yeah.
Of those limited edition Crank Brothers stamp. So, we've got Archie Jennings.
Nice one, congratulations.
Razzie Wicks, who won the purple pairs, those two.
Yeah.
Valentin Mayer and Frank Jean, or Jean, win the orange pairs. And
Nice.
Carlo Beccia and Daniel Hyde, the green pairs. So 6 lucky winners there.
Absolutely awesome.
Make sure you tune in 2 weeks' time to see who's won these.
Well, these actual ones.
These are nice. Can I keep these? We could not send this pair though, and I could have them.
I need some new goggles.
So,
has anyone noticed?
Has anyone noticed anything?
Has anyone noticed Mr. Ashton's new jersey?
You've had a haircut.
Look at that. We got a new GMBN jersey. It's in our shop, so go and check out that.
Also,
the link down below.
Steel pint.
Oh yeah, and there's steel cups.
Something in that.
I really, really like them, and I don't know about this jersey. What you think about this jersey, but I think this is my favourite jersey.
Bright.
It's very bright, and it matches my wheels.
And I think it comes in a short sleeve as well.
It does. It does. Check out the shop.
If you want to see some videos whilst here, click over here for my summer solstice ride, and over there for some tech from Eurobike from your man Doddy.
Absolutely. There's a globe right on my face. Why don't you click it and you can subscribe?
Thumbs up.
We'll see you next week.